From UFOs to ghost and psychic powers, history is riddled with unexplained events. You can turn back now and learn the stuff they don't want you to know. Here are the facts. Eilean Mor is part of the Flannan Islands, located several miles from the nearby island of Lewis. Although Eilean Mor is Gaelic for Big Island, the term is relative. Eilean Mor might be the largest island in the Flannan group, but it's barely 39 acres large. This island also has an eerie reputation. The landscape is craggy and unforgiving. Save for a lighthouse built in 1895 and an ancient ruined chapel, there aren't many man-made structures on the island. For centuries, Lewis Islanders have told legends of supernatural occurrences on Eilean Mor. It was the rumored home of giant birds and a race of little people with magical powers. Lewis Islanders even use a special dialect when visiting and obey eccentric traditional rules about how to behave on the isle and how to show proper respect to its supernatural residents. This type of folklore is common in cultures across the world. In the modern day, such legends are typically dismissed. Yet that changed on the 27th of December, 1900, when Joseph Moore came to the island to relieve one of the lighthouse's 3 keepers, only to find they had disappeared. Most would ascribe this disappearance to strong storms and bad luck, while others search for a more unusual explanation. But what really happened to the lighthouse keepers of Eilean Mor? Here's where it gets crazy. No one's really sure. When Joseph Moore and Robert Muirhead searched the area, they found the clocks had wound down, and the last entry in the logbook was dated 15 December, 5 days earlier. These and other signs led Moore and Muirhead to believe that sometime in the afternoon of December 15th, the 3 lighthouse keepers had vanished. It seemed unlikely that they would have vanished in the night, as standing orders forbade all 3 men from being outside together after dark. Newspapers and authors of the day quickly sensationalized the story, embellishing or fabricating tantalizing details. Poet Wilfred Wilson Gibson wrote about the incident in a piece called Flannan Isle, and some readers took his artistic additions literally, helping to build the legend. Some stories claim the outer door had been locked, and that a meal was left prepared but uneaten. Primary sources indicate that many of these details were made up after the fact. Could a passing ship have taken the keepers? Could the isolation have driven one of the men mad, causing him to commit murder and then suicide? Even stranger speculation took place, placing blame on everything from human sacrifice to alien abduction or attack from the island's legendary residents, the little people and the giant birds. In the decades following this disappearance, researchers have dismissed most of the more unorthodox claims, but some remain possible, if not plausible. While it is possible that one of the keepers could have murdered the others, there was no sign of violence on the grounds. And while it is possible that the men may have left aboard a passing vessel, there's no evidence to support this claim. So what really happened? The most plausible explanation comes from researchers like Mike Dash, who believe it was giant waves, not giant birds, that killed the men. Today, most experts believe a massive storm damaged the lighthouse's outdoor equipment, and that the 3 men were washed out to sea trying to secure the mooring, rope, and other materials. Yet some residents of the nearby islands still hold to the old superstitions that Eilean Mor is home to peculiar supernatural forces that are willing to kill to protect the stuff they don't want you to know.